Wait for it. Fit us, support us. Let's all be marvelous then. Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, I did a whole intro only to find out that it wasn't recording, and I'm not even using my back camera today. Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. Yes, I'm back like umqolo. I know I've been gone for like what, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a lot. Between you and I, 2 weeks is a lot. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I'm here, and as you can see by the title, it's a Where Have You Been Q&A Home Edition. I just figured I could just sit with you guys for a moment and just, yeah, share a bit about home, about where I've been, what I've been up to. I don't know. Like, okay, maybe I just wanted, as this thing is distracting me. Like, they must be jailed. What is happening there? It's not my business. It's not my business. Anyway, guys, let's get into the video. So, where have I been? I've been everywhere. Love, look at my eye. Look at my eyes. I've been everywhere. Love, look at my baby. Looking for you, baby. Who's really left? Don't play about me, child. Don't play about me. So guys, I went home. Question number one, where have I been? I was home, Eswatini. And before you start coming, Mabahambe, Makahambe. No, I am a South African citizen. I was actually born in KZN, HL Chuba Hospital. It's around Upongolo. That's where my grandfather used to live. The one from my maternal side. Sibi. Yeah. So I call Eswatini home because home is not like indoor, if you know what I mean, walls and stuff like that, like a house. Home is people. So hence I always say home. Kabo mamami, you know. Whatever. Why did I decide to spend time at home? Because I love going home. One thing about me, I love being at Eswatini. I love being at Eswatini, dog, like with everything in me. As when I was doing my intro, I didn't say grab a drink because I already have mine, and let's Ooh. Guys, go down. Go down. I can go down. You know the way you go. Let's put the questions aside for a minute.
Oh, bendine temba because yonke into ibisiza yathatha sharp curve.
The way you go, it's like I'm down, dog. As a matter of fact, I do like a basement. I'm headed to the core. I'm Satan is like, what's up? Why are you here? And I'm like, dog, leave me alone, you know. And then I'm still going down literally. Hell. That's how bad it is. Ndiyagowa. Andifambe emoyeni ngoku. I don't know what to call it. Arrivile. Right? Mangathi arrive at wrong destination, ndiyagowa again. Ndiyagowa, guys. Let's continue with the questions like, ubomi, impilo uyini na? Impilo ngabe ungubani? Usungiphendule imbongi. Uhlekisa ngami. Phambi kwabantu, mpilo. Ngabe ungubani na? You know, I always try to hide my bracelet when I'm filming. But ngoba manje nginqoba itrikota. Actually, that's fine. Let's keep going. I don't know, English escaped there. but I held it at the last moment. It wanted to show off with me. I said, no, not today. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get back to it. That's what I wanted to say. Am I a village girl or a city girl? So I don't know, guys. I believe that I'm a village girl. Like, if I were to get like money today, like a lump sum of money, I would go home, build a house. Did you see how Leleti Kumalo used to live or is still living? I don't know, child. I don't want to say anything about nobody. But how Leleti, not Kumalo, Nkosi, she had like kettles. She had a farmhouse, I believe. That's the life that I've always imagined for myself. I do not see myself living in the city. I think that's the reason why also when I'm at home, I am not malfunctioning. But as soon as I'm back in Joburg, that's where the madness, that's when I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking when I'm in Joburg. But when I'm at home, like I feel like I am my best self. So I'm definitely not a city girl. I think maybe if I were to find a balance between the two, like let's say if I were to maybe stay at home, come back here for a week, spend a week, go see my friends, do my nails, my hair, and then go out, and as soon as I'm done with that, spending time with my family, whoever, and then I go back home, that would make sense. Like that's the life that I want. Yeah, that's the life that I want. So village girl, it is. What is my favorite thing about being home? There's just something about being at home that makes me feel like I could just let it go. Let it go. You see why I told you to leave with him? This is the reason why I said leave with him. Off to the next, guys. Now I'm gonna buy my mansion and leave because wow. What is the one thing that makes home feel like home? The people. Definitely the people. Like I said, home is not like walls and stuff like that, but home is the people. Definitely the people. What is my home language? My home language is Siswati. Like most of us obviously live in like bilingual homes. So it's always two languages, you find that your mom is speaking this language and your father is speaking another one. So because I spend most of my time with my mom, and that's the language that me and my sibling use to communicate with each other. So it's definitely Siswati, but then my dad is Zulu, so when we talk to my dad, we obviously use isiZulu. And also perks of growing up in Joburg. I actually grew up in Eswatini and then I moved to Joburg. I didn't say I was born in Eswatini. Before Mama, I said, what? I grew up there because I spent a portion of my childhood at home. But Mara, sorry. Mara, yini lento le lapha ekhoneni? Hey, batswadi mara. Look at that, guys. Like, I'm trying to have an aesthetically pleasing video and funniest thing a relative has said to you recently. It's not a funny thing. I'm not gonna get into that question. It just reminded me of something else. I don't think like people understand mental health and how it works. Because I remember when I got home there, so they were trying to get me moving because I'm always sleeping, right? So they're trying to get me moving, to wake up, you need to move your body, and stuff like that. So now my uncle is like, yo, everyone, now, yeah, you're getting better. You are able to get out of bed and go outside and do things and stuff like that. You need to quit your medication. And I'm like, well, I don't think that's how it works. You first talk to the psychiatrist. then you quit the medication, you know. Dangerous things are being said, guys. We need to hold seminars and talk about mental health, you know. Yeah, it's not something that you wash off, man. Hence, there are people that went to school, you know. Nobody wakes up one day and be like, I want to be a psychiatrist, I want to be a psychologist. No, they go to school for a reason. So, yeah, that was funny, but I know that it came from a good place. So I was just like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to quit them. I'm going to put them down. But as soon as I had a conversation with my grandmother and I explained the reason why I take the meds that I take, it was such one of my favorite conversations. I was always with Akoya mom, with my grandmother. Like, she is honestly so she's my queen, man. She's my queen. My mother is there. I'm not sure if she hears me. She doesn't even like when I call my grandmother mother. She's like, no, I'm your mother. She's my mother. I'm my girl. She's my mother too. And you're my mother too. We are all mothers. Let's all be mothers then. Oh, hold up. I rebuke it. I rebuke that. No, but you can call me mother. What's the wildest rumor I've heard while I was Chobingitsuwaza? And the Bengize. And if I'm gonna beg avocado pants, yo, it's in pussy, dear. Hi, sharp again. Apparently, Marcushan. Tshwanetse give it a Sepedi or Sesotho ke Setswana a ke itsebe ke Sepedi sa Johannesburg, because bale ba language ela ya teki ke ba tlo utlwa, and even I was scheme sama ba utlwe ba sheba di subtitles, so ba nka se ngutlwe a khemo a khishana ne wa teng ankere ki mother Rapunzel come to mother wa my childhood Fendozo apule mabhodo yala manje asazi ukuthi baya, but anyway, yeah, sharp. Apparently ngwanyana the mother uspat utshena sekhali tshena ngwana nali a young yana girl ya 50 something utshena. That's not the worst part. Guess who the daddy is? Pastor from her church. Guys, I am not making this up. I like, no cap, pastor. The affair has been like everybody knew about the affair because you know it's like we live in it's a village. Obviously, they'll see you. Like, you can't go to lodge or guest house or whatever. Like, it was very public. They were very public about it. So apparently, luckily, the wife is doing well. I think she's a teacher. That's what I heard. It was, you know, that's what I heard. So the like, it's fine. So I don't think she cares. You ever have money as a woman? Have money as a woman, so that when that man starts wilding, because apparently he's also paying tuition fee for Yaka Yafandiwan. And we can college. Yo, Luna. Bafate. Rite, get that back, but not like that. We advocate for you to get that back, but not like that. Sharp, let's continue. Utshena ge batho ba mbona gore ai man, why nka ge the oven khona le croissant or baker. Obviously, they oh, you can't go and say that to somebody. Fine. Okay, like unjalo. Right. Plot twist. Wait for it. Vita supporters. Avele athi ngwana o a tsamaya a tshela le bonoa o marizo babysitter mina and then now you know the shocking part is mba it was so big that people could see that like uspati nah. I think like maybe I think people because one of the somebody went up to her and was like, so like you have the nerve to like fall pregnant for like a married man, like you honestly have the nerve of falling pregnant by this man. Like I don't know how they put it, but you know they were like they went up to her and they were like, hey when again one of the goals they that is Shala the FC went up to her and she was like, honestly, like we would even fall pregnant with this man. Really? Disappeared for 2 weeks. And then when she came back, snatched. People are like, where's the belly? Emathuneni sobona emathuneni sobona. That's what guys, Batswadi, they don't fear anything. Because if you're gonna abort us, Vita support us at that late stage, I don't know. And I don't think like she went to a hospital like and there was a proper procedure because I think you have like what 10 weeks and it was more than that, maybe about 5 months the way that they described because it was visible, so dog, how did she do that? Like what did she do? Because I don't think it was surgical. I think maybe they cooked something, a potion, and she had to like induce labor. Bafazi, naranani, things you do. We listen, we judge sometimes because no. And also this thing of, I almost said this thing of being busy with other people's men, with other people's guys. Wait, tempo ethengini phakathi kora 2 indlu yasho inside nekitseni la nekitseni ke re go secure bag le nna ke tlo ba mamncane ka thola gore a ona chelete ka re yo atla gala gone kanje vum gone kanje. But I was inside there, so maybe I shouldn't judge. Maybe I should just leave it as it is. But Bafati, no. Home wrecker at 50, diabolical. I lose a little appetite. Anyway, what's the village experience that always humbles you? Ubuntu. Boto. You know, something as small as like when you walk by a kid that you don't know, that you've never seen in your life, will walk and would walk past you and say hello. Sawubona njani? And then they continue walking. And then you know what I mean? It's just pure kindness. It's pure kindness. Abafraya you know. When you're here in the streets, you pass, dog. Bah! Walk straight, you focus. Scammers, What is this thing that they use on people? That potion they use to scam you. Once you say, once they say hello and then you say hi, gone ganje. Your phone is gone. By the time the mind comes back, whether it's a child, is a grandmother, is a thing, is a what, all of them dangerous. All of them. Mama, why you got a vinegar? I my chips in. What's the most ridiculous advice you've received at home? Me having a kid. Somebody was like, you still don't have a kid. I'm like, no. Why would I have a kid? That's weird. So now a kid matter, like, but also I understand, like they're not as progressive as us because we have all those resources and all this information and knowledge and the economy. We understand what's happening. You know what I mean? Not to say maybe they are arrogant or whatsoever, but come on, we are progressive. So I do not blame you. Are a product of your environment, and also you are limited by your experiences, right, and what you see. So not too much on them on that one. So I understand why they were like, oh, you don't have a kid yet. Like, yeah. What's the funniest nickname you've been given at home? So remember that time we used to do please call me, please call me, and then you put something, and I used to love Lady Gaga. I thought it was like Gaga, Goo Gaga, Goo Gaga. You know what I mean? So I was like, please call Gaga, and you know what my uncle said? Gagashi. Lady Gagashi. For the longest time ever, I've been Lady Gagashi. Like Gagashi. You hated that name. Thank God they don't use it anymore. It's a food that reminds me of my childhood. My favorite food, right? My favorite food will definitely be pap and likusha. I don't know the name of likusha in English. But the food that reminds me of childhood, because yeah, it was always there. It was always there. Is pap and beans. Yo, I swatli them apologies. Yo, way. I respect that mountain and kitchen is toffin dapa. Nuala maponchis. Hot pap and beans. What's the childhood memory that still makes me laugh? So I remember this one time, so we used to play. We used to play there, and then it was me and my cousin, my cousin Mandla. There was Ipas and Lulaya. I think being Dulang 6 or something like 5. So when we saw that bus, my grandmother always said, you come home because it's late. You need to start making fire. In bus and sharp. Hey, we play. We see the bus passing dog. The other kids are also there. Like it's busy now. The games. As not makuba late. Utama game. Kumnandi kanjani. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Everybody's going home. Now me and Mantla are looking at each other and we know ukuthi sihlahla sempentshisi sikhiwe swati likhiwe. Somebody's about to get their ass whooped, and we're like, yeah, 1 + 1 is 2. My uncles used to play soccer, so they would go to Guma practice at Jimin, and then they would come back. We literally waited for them. We sat outside. We didn't go in there. It's cleaning apparently. Like, I don't know. Guys like Makaya, they have like land, But we left. That is leading towards home. And then we waited for my uncles, and then we told them. By the time we walked in, what did I tell you? That stick was there waiting for us. And my uncles were like, no, Maggie, you know, and they had to like apologize for us. And now we are sorry. We had to bath with cold water. We had to bath with cold water. And we were so scared that the moment we go to sleep, because we were all sleeping together, in one room, like with my grandmother. And we were scared that when we get in there and they leave, the beating. Okay, you guys, I think I have a few more left and then we have to cut the video. I feel like it's so long, but anyway. What's something I can never explain to people who didn't grow up like me? One thing that I can never explain to somebody who didn't grow up like me is the effect of poverty and what it does to your self-esteem. And you know, when you talk about poverty, people are like, no, like, why you don't know what it's like. And it's just like, but you didn't grow up the way that I did. I didn't grow up like, this was not the life. When I was growing up, this was not it. This was not it. This was not it. So, yeah. What habit I picked up at home that I'm definitely taking back with me? I want to say walking, but I realized that I don't like walking when I'm here. I liked walking while I was at home. It was such a, like I said, I love scenery. I love the scenery. I love the scenery when I'm at home. So walking was my favorite thing. I loved walking. What's something I do that it instantly exposes me as a city girl? I remember this one time I was wearing my tights. I'm gonna try and find the picture and put it there. People were so shocked, like they couldn't believe that I was wearing that tight in public. They were like, "So you think you're dressed?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm dressed." And they're like, Yeah, no, it was to them it was a culture shock. That was a culture shock. I was like, and also my nails, obviously, my piercings, you know, my blonde hair, my bleached eyebrows. So I think everything about me just screams city girl, because you don't see. I wanted to say, to use the B word. You don't see it like this, yeah. You know, they don't make them like this. Large family gatherings or quiet alone time, both depending on my mood. But because I grew up like in a full house, like I grew up with my uncles, with my cousins. Yeah, it was just such a. It was always loud. You know, we're always just laughing, giggling. Yeah, those were good times, man, good times. How do I feel after spending time at home? I was rejuvenated while I was at home. As soon as I came back, I was like, dang, take me back home. How do I feel? I'm still not in a good place. I feel like I'm okay when I'm at home, guys. I genuinely feel like I'm okay when I'm at home. Once I come aside, then it's just, yeah, it's that. That is that. What's something about home that helps me every time I come back? Everything. That place, those people are my sanctuary. You know? Everything about home heals me. Everything. There's no part of it that I could say this particular part heals me. The moment I step into my grandmother's yard, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, closing question. Why would I ever leave city life behind and live at home permanently? Yes. Yeah, I am contemplating and looking for ways in which I can go home and be based in Eswatini full time. Yeah, so I'll definitely do that. It's something that is currently in my plan. So yeah, that's it. We are done with the video. Thank you, love, for joining me. I hope you had a great time watching this video. It was so fun filming the Q&A. Oh, one last thing. Someone asked me, somebody said they asked a question, if I were to go on a date, who is paying? First date, who is paying? And the last time I think I said the person who asked me out, the question was, would it change if it's a woman? And I said, yes, it will change. My answer would definitely be, like, maybe we can split the bill if it's a han. Now, no, anyone who asked me out, like, they'll pay for the date. Guys, we are living in Cyril's Ramaphosa's economy. Everything is just, we are in shambles. If you want to ask me out on a date as a han, as a guy, pay for the date. You are paying for the date, please and thank you. Yeah. Yes. And then I'll see you on another video. And thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like, subscribe, share. I don't know why I'm telling people that I subscribed to subscribe again. Guys, it's a YouTube line. I have to get with the program. Like, get in with the program. If they're saying like, subscribe, share, that's something that I have to also say. You know, you understand? You get it? You get it? Share the video. But I don't think you guys are sharing the video because you are not commenting. So how can you share a video if you're not commenting? I'm kidding. I see that you guys share the video actually. So what's up, G-Wagon in the club? Brave. Love, let me go. Let me go. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. So today
Masaya wong adala. Yeah, usale namfu wayibupi.
setiyabuya futhi.
You're such a beautiful.
That's it. Ungawi futhi nawe ehla lapha.
Oh, context.
Under my umbrella.